Hi, do you really want to learn the pathological understanding of Ayurveda in a unique way? If yes, then see this video till the end. Hello, welcome, welcome to yet another video of Acharya Nidana Academy. In this video, I am going to discuss the effect of Shita Guna, that is cold, and its effect on the human body with the current understanding. So, before going into the discussion of this particular session, we are going to have certain basic concepts you need to understand. So, first one, that is, if you know the physics, chemistry, and biology and basic fundamentals of Ayurveda, you can learn any concepts of Ayurveda in a deeper way. The next point that we are going to, that is, we have to practice always the concept of minimalism. So what do you mean by minimalism? So that is, we are going to discuss the one small point and its multivariant aspects on the multiple directions we have to learn. So, and third point, that is, if you know the concepts of Agnya Sharira in a deeper way, we can able to learn the concepts of and understand the concepts of Roganidana. And if you know the concepts of Roganidana well, we can have the deeper understanding of the concepts of Kaya Chikitsa. So with this particular concepts, we are going to learn the concept of Shita Guna in the human body. So when you think of Shita Guna, cold or cold quality, so that will be having a different impact on different systemic levels. Suppose if the person is having the effect of the Shita Guna in respiratory system, so that means if he is consuming the or if he is inspiring the cold air, then only so there will be an effect of cold quality for the respiratory system. And if the person is exposed to the cold air, so then it will be having an impact on the musculoskeletal system, skin, as well as the cardiovascular system. Musculoskeletal system, in the sense there will be peripheral muscular contractures, or the contraction may take place, so which will be responsible for the feeling of coldness in the body. And as far as cardiovascular system is concerned, so that will be responsible for the muscular contraction of the myocardium, so which may result in the ischemia in due course of time. So in case of digestive system, so this particular cold as such, that is the cold water intake, or otherwise cold food intake, as soon as you are taking that particular food from the fridge or refrigerator. And as far as the urinary system is concerned, when the person is exposed to the cold atmosphere, there will be the the contraction will be there, where the person is unable to pass the urine. And the integumentary system, if you see that, whenever a person is exposed to the cold air, so that will be responsible for the shrinkage of the skin. So likewise, so effect of the Shita Guna will be having an impact on different systems as such. So when you think of Shita Guna, if you look into the its impact, suppose if you keep a finger on the cold water, what will happen? So you can even notice the shrinkage of the cell of the hand, where you can see the different burrows in the hand. So this is what is considered to be impact of Shita Guna in the body. Suppose if a person is taking the cold air through the mouth, in that particular situation, what actually happens is this particular Shita quality may not impact of the nose or nasopharynx. Only we can able to see the impact on the oropharynx, larynx, trachea, and lungs. So probably, so that may be the reason cold air may be responsible for the contraction of the bronchi. So that is how we can able to predict the effect of Shita quality there. Whereas Shita or cold water is actually responsible for the shrinkage or the reduced secretion may take place in the oral cavity, where there will be reduced secretion may take place in the esophagus, where will be reduced secretion in the stomach also. In that particular situation, naturally the digestive functions of the alimentary canal may be reduced. And Shita quality, as far as the exposure to Shita quality in terms of urinary system, in the sense as I have discussed earlier, so this is responsible for the shrinkage of the urethra, wherein the person is unable to pass the urine. And integumentary system, there will be dryness of the skin will be observed, as well as the shrinkage of the skin will be observed, as you are seeing in the elderly people. So with this particular understanding, we can able to say the effect of Shita Guna may take place in different parts of the body in different ways. As far as Ayurvedic understanding is concerned, when a person is suffering from when a person is exposed to Shita quality, there may be a possibility of increase of Vata dosha as well as Kapha dosha. When you think of Vata dosha, so that is, we can see the texture of the skin, as we have seen in the integumentary system involvement, texture of the skin that will be affected, shrinkage of the skin, dryness of the skin that we can see. Whereas as far as Vata dosha is concerned, when you think of alimentary canal, all the secretions of the digestive juices that is going to get minimized. In that particular situation, what actually happens is, so this is responsible for the poor digestive capacity, and that is actually in turn responsible for the poor intestinal movements also, or peristaltic movements also. In that particular situation, that is responsible for the increase of Vata dosha there. Like that, so if you look into the respiratory system, regarding the only Shita quality, what actually happens, there will be dryness of the respiratory mucosa will happen. In that particular situation, what actually happens, dryness of the respiratory mucosa, in the sense reduced secretion of the respiratory system that may take place, which is resulting in the dryness of the respiratory mucosa. So which is actually in terms, so that may be responsible for sometimes shrinkage or the bronchoconstriction also. When think of Kapha dosha, so how you are going to say in this Kapha dosha may going to get increased? Best example is consumption of dathi, consumption of mahishakshira. Dathi in the sense curds, mahishakshira in the sense that is the buffalo's milk. If you see that, the person may have immediate effect of a nasal blockage there. That is indicative of Kapha dosha increase. So by looking into this particular description, the take home message from today's session will be, so we have to plan the practice of concept of minimalism. See, at we have discussed here, Shita Guna quality that may have an impact on different systemic involvement. Respiratory system may have the different impact, cardiovascular system may have different impact, the digestive, urinary and integumentary system may have different impact. And plus, we can even learn about the impact, how that may be responsible for the increase of the different dosha in the body. Dear members, that's all for today. Please tell me a major takeaways from today's session, and comment below, and tell me what is the major area of concern where you would like to have a video. Tell me, and share this particular video to your friends who want to learn Ayurveda in a systematic way. Thank you.